have some people on stage tonight doing it for their very first time ever. Yeah. Right? And I want you guys to go absolutely crazy.
Alright guys, let's say some funny stuff. So, this is my first time, so please be gentle. No, that's what she said? No, nothing? Right. Before I start, I gotta dedicate this performance to a friend of mine, because when I first mentioned him that I want to try this out, his reaction was, you gotta be funny, right? So thank you, had I not known that, this would have been an absolute disaster. Anyway, for those who don't know me, my name's Cong. I'm just your average 6 foot tall Asian guy. What's there to say about me? I got a dog, I have a pet dog. And you know, a lot of time with friends, they have friends with pets, they usually go, hey, how's your dog, how's your cat? My friends, they just go, is your dog still alive? Very confident, they probably think like I ate it or something. Now, about that, the whole Chinese people, I'm Chinese by the way, the whole Chinese people eat anything because they're nasty, like, allow me to put you in perspective, okay? Majority of today's culinary culture, like French, Italian, whatever, they've been around for what, 400, 500 years? Chinese food can be around for 5,000 years. Picture that you've been having chicken, pork, and beef for 5,000 years. Around that 2,000 year mark, your pet dog's gonna start looking pretty damn tasty. Curiosity didn't kill the cat, curiosity ate the cat. We're not nasty, okay? We're just avant-garde. Give you guys a few decades or so, you'll catch up, you'll see. McDonald's Kitty McNuggets, Kentucky Fried Chihuahuas, you'll catch up. Anyway, I digress. Let's move back to me. I got 2 passions in life, okay? That's basketball and movies. For some reason, they just don't mix. Like, whenever basketball players try to act in movies, it's just absolute horseshit, you know? Which I don't get, because, people say like, oh, these athletes, they can't act. Yeah, they can't act. If you see Shaq, he will push, shove, and elbow a guy on the court. But when the ref calls foul on him, he acts like he got accused of murder. That is, at that point, that facial expression, that jaw dropping, that's not Shaquille O'Neal. That is Denzel Washington in a Lakers jersey in a fat suit, okay? Next time, the director decides to hire a basketball player to act, instead of having a little guy going, action, this is to have a ref in there and blow the whistle. Denzel, roll on. What's the other thing? Movies, yeah. I like superhero movies, recently it's been like a trend, like Spider-Man, Superman, Iron Man, it's all men. Where's the love for the ladies? Ladies in the house, am I right? Yes? Like, I would want to see the lady counterpart play the main role. Like, I don't know, if Mary Jane was Spider-Woman and she finally sleeps with Peter Parker and the next morning she eats him and to feed her eggs, Or let's say Bruce Banner. For those who are not nerdy enough to know who that is, it's the Hulk. So Bruce Banner is walking on the street with his girlfriend, and suddenly she starts screaming and breaking everything, and she's going like, "Rrrr!" And people on the street like, oh my god, she's hulked out. And he's like, no man, she's still on period. I'm kidding. Ladies, I love you. It's like, girls, you make me do stupid shit. I'm a simple guy. Like, I don't have too much demand when it comes to girlfriend material. I only got one. So when we're walking on the street together, and people look at us, they will go, why the fuck is she with him? That's it. Like, if I have that, boom, I'm gonna marry her right away. Unfortunately, my girlfriend just left me like not too long ago, moved out a few days ago. I'm kind of devastated, Not because I love her, just I gotta cook and do the dishes now. Like, it's like your workload just doubled, but you're getting paid the same salary. It's a shitty situation, man. But when we were together, it was cool because like we used to have all these fun conversations. Like, I would tell her stuff that I think I would do that nobody else does, just like random weird habits. Like, whenever I see a couple for the first time, the first thought that comes to my head is always, I wonder how they bang. Like, it's not regret. It's curious. Especially if they're physically different. You have like a tall one and a short one, or like a big one and a small one. It's interesting. Like, you guys all thought about it. Okay, don't pretend. It's human nature. What else? Whenever I check out girls' pictures on Facebook, after every single time, I always Google, can you see who looks at your profile? Like, see, yeah, he does it. You know that, he does it. So because it's just kind of awkward, like if you were able to see that, it's like, this guy looked at your profile at 5 o'clock, and then at 5:01. Again, it's kind of awkward, so I try to make sure that doesn't happen. What else? Okay, so, if I'm walking at someone for too long, especially if it's a girl, even if that's the road that I'm going, I would just change because I don't want the person to think I'm following them. It's just scary having this big guy following you for like 30 minutes. That never happened, by the way. Don't worry. What else? Oh yeah. So when people, if ever someone talks to me and either I don't want to talk to them or I don't know what to say, I just pretend I didn't hear them. I'm like, what? It's kind of rude, I know. So anyway, I was having this conversation with my girl, and at the end of it, she looks at me. She's like, "Do you always stalk girls on Facebook?" And I'm like, "What?" Anyway, now I'm single. Thanks a lot, guys. Really great. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Cong! Yeah, ladies, he's single now. Totally have your chats with him. All right. Who doesn't want to date a comic? We're all